So how about you guys? Did y'all see the Palworld news this morning? Did you see the stuff about Palworld again? If you're not, aware of what Palworld is a Pokemon with guns type of game. It's like Ark with Pokemon and crafting. Nintendo finally came out and made an official statement. They are going to be investigating Palworld officially. They made a statement, the Pokemon company, actually, not so much Nintendo, but Pokemon company made a statement. They basically said that they take their IP serious, and that another game, they said the other game, a company's other game that came out in January 2024, that there's concerns with it and they're going to investigate. And if they find anything that is breaking their IP, they will pursue further charges, basically. So they didn't name Palworld by name. They didn't say it by name. Of course, they wouldn't. They don't want to give free publicity. And I said it in my video yesterday, or was it today? The days are starting to smooth over. They're starting to kind of combine. But I said it the other day. Palworld is getting all the publicity they can. Even if Nintendo shuts down Palworld at this moment, they are going to get publicity off this because the game is going viral. Like, there's Palworld fever going on. You can't go anywhere on social media right now without hearing about the game. And even if it gets taken down, that's just going to give them more advertising for their next game. Pocketpair is the development company. So if they make another game after this, it's going to give them all the advertising in the world that they need. They're going to literally be known as the company that had a game that was like a Pokemon clone that got taken out by Nintendo. And yeah, the next game will 100% go viral because people are going to be curious about it. And unfortunately, Nintendo has very strong lawyers, very good lawyers that are super hardcore. They don't screw around with any kind of nonsense. And if you've been following the allegations and stuff, they've been Palworld's been accused of using AI. They've also been accused of having way too many similarities with their characters in the game. For me, similarities isn't necessarily breaking copyright. Like, it's not like we have a literal Pikachu in the game that, like, imagine they had a Pikachu that was like just color swapped, right? It's not like they have that, but there is some similarities. And I think that, even though there is no proof that they're using AI, honestly, it wouldn't bother me if they were using AI. I feel AI could be a great tool for anybody, especially in the creative process. If you use it in tandem with your creative direction, let's say like you have it help make like an outline of what you want to do, especially if you're like writing a movie or a book, you can use it to flesh out your script, to flesh out your draft. It is limited. It only has limited knowledge. And with that, I feel that whatever database of knowledge that AI would have would use some source material. And of course, if you're creating a game like Pokemon, the similarities are going to happen because the AI is going to use Pokemon as a reference. So some of the characters, some of the design might have that. But honestly, I don't think that there's enough here for, Nintendo to win a lawsuit. And honestly, if Nintendo was to sue these guys, let's say hypothetically, let's say Nintendo tries to open a lawsuit, because they've had it in the past where they've gotten kind of hungry with the lawsuits and won over stuff. I mean, look at like the Donkey Kong case that they had, and look at some of the other stuff that they had in the past. Their lawyers aren't dumb. Their lawyers have always been pretty fucking solid, and they've had a rep, especially in the 80s and 90s. But I personally think that there's not enough here for a lawsuit. I think maybe a simple cease and desist, telling the people, hey, knock it off. But honestly, I feel that Nintendo is risking losing. And if they lose to a company that is virtually unknown, a company that is, not like a smaller company, like what they currently have with Palworld, that's going to put them on the map. That's like the ultimate underdog victory of a small indie winning. And I think that would definitely put them on the map. So there's not enough with Palworld. I think there's enough of a change when you look at like the fact that the game has guns and base building and resource management and stuff like that. The only real similarities is the fact that there's catching of little monsters and stuff. And even then, that was around way before Pokemon. There was like Monster Rancher, the Tamagotchi stuff, Neopets, and the whole culture behind Japanese monsters like the yokoi, or what are they? Yokai. It's like little demons. They've always had that in their culture. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens out of this. But they did make a statement. I made a video about it. If you guys hadn't checked it out, feel free to go and watch that video, catch up on all that. So just wanted to touch on that.